When we get down to talking politics, the country's in the very best of hands. The best of hands.
You're listening to Where You Live with Gene Sullivan.
Welcome back to Where You Live. I'm Gene Sullivan, broadcasting from the True North Painting Studios. The show is brought to you by American Family Insurance, the Kim Bennett Agency, and Extreme Exteriors. You can count on Extreme Exteriors for expert installation of exterior siding, roofing, soffits, fascia, decks, windows, and more. With their knowledge and experience, they can design the perfect solution to make your home beautiful and energy efficient, saving you maintenance and money for years to come. Give them a call at 763-441-1334 and tell them Gene sent you. It's time now to hear from the Community Associations Institute. The CAI Minute is brought to you by New Concepts Rental Management. Whether you're an accidental landlord or a seasoned investor, New Concepts Rental Management can advise and guide you through every aspect of the business. Give us a call at 952-922-2500.
Are you a member of the Community Associations Institute? For nearly 40 years, CAI has provided education and resources to volunteer homeowners who govern community associations and the professionals who support them. Visit caionline.org to learn more. That address again is caionline.org. CAI helps community association board members by providing online resources, in-person training, and hard copy publications written by association management experts. CAI offers community managers professional development, networking opportunities, and a certification program that's established as the industry standard nationwide. Minnesota has its own chapter of the Community Associations Institute to bring resources and tools from community associations around the country right to your home. Visit CAIMN.com to learn more and become a member of CAI today. Your community and management company will benefit from your involvement. Join the Community Associations Institute today at CAIMN.com and click on Membership.
We're going to turn our attention now to something else. It's not a news story, but it is something that came to me in an email. And I don't know about you, but probably I would venture to say, how about for you, Chris? I bet you 50% of the emails that I receive are just what I would call garbage emails.
Absolutely.
It's as if it's the new form of marketing that everybody seems to use.
Mm-hmm.
What are the big ones that you get a lot of?
I get surveys. I get a lot of stuff from like sports websites, and God knows what I put my email on.
Yeah. You know, the one that I always appreciate is there are some internet companies that want to they work on helping to increase your branding and your profile, mm-hmm. and the awareness of your business on the internet. And so I get this email, and it says, "Dear Mr. Sullivan, I have been tracking the success of your company's website for quite some time, and I'm very impressed." Oh, great! Thank you. You're very impressed. But
it's very personal.
But we found some things that we think we could help you to make things really grow. And I'm just thinking, most likely they don't even know or understand what the business is all about.
Yeah.
You know, because we had for example, our maintenance company. It used to be called a long time ago, New Concepts Home Care. Well, we ended up people who think that we were involved with helping elderly people dealing with home care in the home. And no, it was a maintenance company. So that's why we changed to start to finish, you know. So because it kind of helped because those were the kind of emails we got. Well, a lot of the emails that I'm getting now have to do with the fact that, they seem to know that I own property. I have mortgages. And so they're saying, you know what? Enough time has now passed with, a number of years now away from that real estate bubble bursting. And we're getting to a point now where homes are getting out from being underwater, and they are now beginning to have equity. And what are you seeing? You're seeing more and more loan companies, loan officers that are now advertising saying, hey, use that equity in your home. And I wanted to take a moment to talk about that on the show today because, one of the great quotes that I appreciate, I can't remember who said it, but if we don't understand and read our history, we are destined to repeat it. And we're destined to repeat that same thing, too, if you listen to the voice of loan officers everywhere saying, you know what, now's the time. Let's take out that additional home loan. Here's the email I got. It said, there's been an uptick in the number of certain types of home loans that has some very interesting implications for the greater U.S. housing market. It said the number of home equity line of credit, that's called a HELOC, home equity line credit, a HELOC loan, has increased over 21% year over year now for the third quarter, according to a key credit player, Equifax. And what does this mean to the average homeowner? Well, according to this particular loan officer, they said that means home equity loans are granted because more homes have accrued equity, okay? So you are now no longer negative to the red. You actually are building equity, and we need to remember, isn't that what we were trying to establish in the first place? Is equity. One of the things that I remember from a gentleman many years ago, I think this is one of the second home I bought, my wife and I bought. We had two small kids. They were about 5 and 4 at the time. And the gentleman who lived across the alley, we were in Minneapolis, across the alley in a home the other way, was a guy that I will always remember and have a great deal of respect for. And one of the reasons why is he said, when I and my wife bought our home, he said, we're not like most people. We didn't take out a mortgage. He said, we rented. We chose to rent, and we stayed in something smaller with our 3 boys for a good number of years until we had the cash. And then when he bought his house, he bought it with cash. And he said, you know what? He said, there isn't a loan company or mortgage company that can take it away because it's all mine. And we fail to forget that with a lot of people, that when you have a mortgage, if you go into debt for quite a bit with your life, you have a lot of nice things perhaps around you. But for a majority of people in the United States, you hear a number of reports where they're only 1 or 2 paychecks away from bankruptcy because it is only going to continue on that lifestyle as long as you have jobs. And we've seen what's happened over the last few years, haven't we? With the real estate bubble bursting, with unemployment going up at higher numbers than we've seen in a long, long time. And so now that we're beginning to get out from under that, I want to encourage you, don't get taken in by loan officers who said, hey, we want to tell you, you know what? You've got some equity now in that home. Let's go ahead and make sure you don't have any more. Let's borrow against that right away so that you can use your money right now. And what we're talking about is there doesn't seem to be anybody that wants to go through delayed gratification anymore. Hey, let's take it out. Have we not learned anything from what we just went through with this whole debacle of the real estate bubble bursting with all of the homes that went into foreclosure? I think we need to be very careful about this. And I don't think that people are taking a look at what is really taking place here. Like I said, if you don't learn from history, we're destined to repeat it. Where's the dignity and pride in being able to purchase something and to know after a while that you own it and you own it yourself. That great American dream that we have, that everybody talks about, being able to own something that is theirs and theirs alone. That can happen. That's still out there. I'm not saying that mortgages are wrong. It can be a very good and useful tool to help a lot of people to get established and be able to have a home. But don't get taken in by people that want you to always borrow against any equity that you have. The idea is that it's not to be continued to be leveraged, but something that ends up one day being free and clear and all yours. And for most people, we need to remember that the home is probably going to be the largest purchase that you'll ever make. And for most people, will probably be the largest asset and will give them the ability to finally be able to retire as well, but only if that home is fully theirs. Well, we're going to take a break right now. Don't go away. We've got one more segment of Where You Live after these messages.